Hello everyone, welcome to IAC's English quiz. Here is your first question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to find the error in the part of the sentence. Which part of the sentence has an error? Look at this. The aforementioned position was to be closed for the candidates possessing a score of 160 or lower. So look at the first part, the aforementioned position. This is the subject. There is no error in either in the spelling or grammatically. Okay, position singular, so was to be close. See, the sentence is in passive voice. So how can we say the sentence is in passive voice? If the subject is the receiver of the action, that means subject is not doing action, subject is receiving action, object is doing action. Here the aforementioned position, is it doing action? No, it's receiving action. So it is inactive, hence it is in passive. The sentence is in passive voice. We know that when the sentence is in passive voice, the main verb of the sentence, irrespective of the tense, whatever might be the tense, it can be in present or past or future or simple, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous, whatever might be the tense form, the main verb in passive voice must be always in V3. But here you look what is given here. Was to be close is given, but what we require, be is the be form here. So was this the auxiliary? Was to be, V3 form is what we require. So it should be was to be closed. Was to be closed for the candidates possessing a score of 160 or lower. That means the error is in part 2. Hence your answer is option B. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, time is up. I hope you answered it correctly. So look at the given sentence. Here also you're asked to find out where there is an error in the part of the sentence. The cold mist have engulfed the entire town as if reclaimed in its own parallel dimension. So what is the error? Look at the subject. What's the subject here? The cold mist. The cold mist. Is it singular or plural? So we know the structure of the sentence is subject plus verb plus object, right? Here the subject is the cold mist. So is it singular or plural? The cold mist is singular. So when subject is singular, we know that verb must be singular, right? But what is verb here? Have. Is have singular? No. Have is a plural form. So here it is third person singular, hence we require to use a singular verb, that is has. The cold mist has engulfed. So the error is with the part 1, hence your answer is option A. Here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. So if you look at the next question, here also you're asked to find out the error in the given sentence, out of which part of the sentence has the error out of the 4 parts. Which part of the sentence has an error out of the four parts? Look at the given sentence. Try hard as he might, Alvira knew her brother could never hope to regain his health. Now, what is the error? First, let's learn this. Try hard as he might. Here, there is a phrase, try as someone might. Try as someone might. So first let's learn the meaning of this. So what is by try as someone might? So this is a phrase used to say that someone is making a very great effort, but still can't do something. That means though you're putting lot of effort, but still if you cannot do that, that is when we use this as try as someone might. Here you look at this, try hard as he might. He's trying very hard. He's putting entire effort, but still he cannot do it. What is that? Alvira knew had brother. So here there is no error. First part is correct. Alvira knew. So past tense. Okay. Her brother. Correct. Her brother could never hope to regain his health. Here there is grammatical error. We learnt that auxiliary verbs are of two types. Primary auxiliary verbs, modal auxiliary verbs. Here could is modal auxiliary verb. Here we got could. Could is a modal auxiliary verb. Modal auxiliary verb can never act as main verb unless need, dare and use it to. Now, whenever we use modal auxiliary verb, if they are followed by main verbs immediately, then the main verb must be always in base form, that is V1. If they are followed by have forms, it can be any modal auxiliary verb followed by have forms, that is have, has, had, any have form, then the main verb should be in V3, past participle. But here we don't have form, right? But here what is given? Hoped is given, which is incorrect. So what we require is V1 form. Hence you must replace hoped with V1, that is hope. Could never hope to regain his health. So the error is with part 3. Hence your answer is option C. So do learn this. Try as someone might. You can put try hard, even though you didn't put hard also. Use sense here. Hard expresses emphasis in the given sentence. Now let's see the next question. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. So here you're asked to find out the error in the given sentence. Look at the given sentence. What is given here? Little does the king know that an evil plan was already being hatched in his palace at that moment. Now, what is the error? Look at this. Little does the king know. Does plus V1. That means present. Does the king know? Here it is used to give emphasis. We use do form to give emphasis also, right? So here do form is used to give emphasis. Okay. That an evil plan was already being hatched. Here it expresses past tense. In his palace at that moment. That expresses past, right? So particular moment in the past. Now, what is era? This first phrase also must be in past tense only, no, but it is given in present. What we require is past. So you might have a doubt, right? I can write like little does the king knew. If you write it like this, new is past form of no. So we too have made, isn't it correct? No, it is incorrect because we have do form here. We have to change the tense of do form, not just simply changing the main verb. So what we require to do is change the tense of the do form. We require past. The past of do is did. Little did the king know or knew. Whenever we use did, the main verb should be always in V1 because did is already in past. So did plus V1. So what we require? Little did the king know. So the error is with first part, hence your answer is option A. I hope it is clear. Do remember, did is always followed by V1 only. Main verb must be always in V1 because did already expresses the past. You cannot make past plus past. It becomes past perfect. Again, it will be grammatical error if you write V2 or V3 with did. Did always followed by base form, that is V1. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here also you are asked to find out which part has an error in the given sentence. Look at the sentence. He was aware, past tense, okay, that the oath he had taken, past perfect, he was aware. Now, what? Aware that the oath he had taken, past perfect, in the past of past, was soon to be proven to disastrous. What is the error? Let's see this. He was aware. It's correct. There is no error here. That, what is that? The oath he had taken. Till this part it is correct. The oath he had taken, had plus V3 past perfect. Okay. Was soon to be proven. So here was soon to be proven. Past in passive voice. So was plus V3 was soon to be proven correct to disastrous. This has an error. You see, disastrous, what is the parts of speech? Disastrous. It's an adjective. We generally form to infinitive only with verbs, right? 2 plus V1. But here, too disastrous. No, you cannot use preposition before adjective. You cannot do that. So, you have to drop that too. You have to eliminate. So, was soon to be proven disastrous. So, after verb disastrous, disastrous. So, do remember adjective. Before that, you cannot put to because you cannot form to infinitive with adjectives. We generally form to infinitive with verbs only. That is base form. So that's your error. The error is with part 4. Hence your answer is option D. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here again, you're asked to find out where there is an error in the given sentence. If there is an error, if there is no error, you have to choose option E, no error as your answer. Now look at the sentence. Had they had seen us misappropriate their belongings, they would have been enraged. So what is the error? Look at the first part. Had they had seen. Does it give sense? No. So look at this sentence carefully. Look at the second part. They would have been enraged. Did you get a strike off anything in your mind about a sentence structure? If you did, I'll be happy. That's about if clause, third condition. So if you know the if clause third condition structure, you will answer this question easily. So if plus past perfect. What is the structure of past perfect? Subject plus had plus V3 plus object. So if plus past perfect followed by future perfect in past, that is would have plus V3. You can also take could, should, might based on the context. Would have plus V3. That means here also you will have subject and object, but we generally go with this one. That is if plus had plus V3 past perfect followed by would have plus V3. Now if you look at the second part, would have plus V3, would have been enraged, passive though. Now look at the first part, had they had seen, but if is not there, no, here it should be if they had seen. No, you can write without if also. Then what will happen? Had comes in the place of if. Had plus subject plus no more had again. Had already brought forward before subject. So here main verb comes. That is V3 plus object followed by same thing. Would have plus V3. Of course, subject, verb, object, those are common here. Subject that becomes verb, this object is common. So what happened here? When there is no if, sometimes the author writes in this way without if, but this is also if clause where the sentence starts with the had, then the structure will be had plus subject plus V3 plus object. No more had. Okay, look at the given sentence. What is given? Had they had seen. No, you cannot put a had here. What you have to do? You have to drop that had. So what is the correct sentence? Had they seen? Had they seen us misappropriate their belongings, they would have been enriched. So the error is with the part 1 of the sentence. Hence your answer is option A. I hope it is clear. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Your time is up. Here you have to find out and align the given sentence. Look at the given sentence. The raging storm followed the man, inevitable swallowing up everything in its path. Now look at the first part. The raging storm. Storm is the noun here. Raging is acting as adjective to qualify the noun. So article the raging storm. Okay, correct. Followed the man. Here storm is our, this raging storm is our subject. Followed the man. Verb is in V2 in past, singular plural same, correct. Followed the man. Okay. Inevitable, swallowing. So you know inevitable, right? Inevitable means unavoidable, right? It is an Adjective. Inevitable, swallowing up everything in its path. So here inevitable is qualifying what? Is it qualifying man? The man inevitable, unavoidable? Or is it qualifying how the storm has followed? It is qualifying how the storm has followed. The rising storm followed the man. How it followed the man? Inevitably. So here we require an adverb, not adjective. So how to make an adjective into an adverb? By adding ly. Inevitably, that means unavoidably. Unavoidably, you cannot avoid that. So the error is with part 3, that is your answer is option C. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you have to find out the error in the given sentence. Look at the given sentence. The actual legal responsibilities may vary between jurisdictions and are seldom, if never, clear. What is the error? Look at the first part. The actual legal responsibilities is our subject. So, is there any error? The actual legal responsibilities, correct? May vary, verb, may vary. So, modal auxiliary, main verb in V1, correct. Between jurisdictions, correct. And are, what is it R refers to? The actual legal responsibilities are seldom, if never, clear. There is an error here. So, we know seldom, right? We know never. Both are adverbs of frequency. They are adverbs of frequency. They talk about the frequency of an action. What in be seldom? Seldom gives the sense of rarely. Never means not at all. That means just assume never means 0% frequency. Seldom means let's assume like 5% frequency. Okay, so something can happen or not. But here if you look at the sentence, what is given? Seldom, if never is there. That is not correct. You can use it like this. You can say seldom or never. Seldom or never. It is correct. Seldom, that means very rare or not at all. Correct. You can also use it like this. Seldom, if ever. Seldom, if ever. This is also correct. But what is the meaning? Which one is correct and when to use what? Seldom or never. I told you when do we use? Either very rarely or not at all. Seldom if ever also gives the meaning of very rarely. But when do we use this seldom if ever? When we are forcefully saying it, that's very rare. Then we use seldom if ever. But you cannot have seldom if never. No. There is no such thing seldom if never. It is incorrect to use seldom if never. No, 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 no. It is incorrect. So the era is with the your fourth part. So what it should be? Seldom if ever. You can use seldom or never, but here the correct usage is seldom if ever. So the era is with fourth part, hence your answer is option D. I hope it is clear. Have a clarity your adverbs of frequency. So do go through once again. You'll have a great knowledge on that when to use what. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Your time is up. Here, you have to find out an era. Look at the given sentence. Had Rekha not discouraged me, I may have sung a song or two at your wedding. What is the era? So you might have found a structure in the sentence. So what is that? It is if clause, condition 3. Unfulfilled condition. So according to if clause condition 3, what's the structure of the sentence? If followed by past perfect, that is had plus V3, subject and verb like subject object are common, followed by, let me write that subject and object also. Subject plus had plus V3 followed by would have plus V3. Here it could be would or could or might, whatever the past form of modal auxiliary can take. Here also you'll have subject plus object. Okay, so what is the structure? If plus subject plus had plus V3, that is past perfect followed by future perfect in past, that is would have plus V3. That is the structure. But this can also be written without if. In that case, what we have to do? Had comes before subject. That means had plus subject plus V3 plus object followed by would have plus V3. Whatever is the past form of modal auxiliary is would have plus V3. So this is the structure now which is given in the sentence. Look at the given sentence. Had Rekha not discouraged, had Rekha not discouraged me, I may have sung a song or two at your wedding. Here what we require is a past form, but what we have here is a present form. Here I may is there, that is incorrect. What we require is past, that is I might. Do you understand why it is? So I might have sung, sing, sang, sung, V3, see, might have plus V3, a song or two at your wedding. So the era is with the part 2, hence your answer is option B. Well, here is the next question, your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here, you have to find an error in the given sentence. Look at this. If we have players like Ronaldo in our team, we would have qualified for the FIFA World Cup long ago. What is the error? Look at the structure of the sentence. If we have if we have players like Ronaldo, here we have object. If we have players like Ronaldo in our team, we would have qualified for the FIFA World Cup long ago. So is the structure correct? Is the structure correct? No, right? So we have learned if clause condition 3, unfulfilled condition. So the structure of if clause condition 3 is if plus subject plus had plus V3. Right, followed by, that is object will be there, would have plus V3. So here we have would have plus V3. We would have qualified for the FIFA World Cup long ago. But here we have if we have players like Ronaldo, if we have players, if plus we have, V1 is there. So subject plus have means V1. Is it correct? No, incorrect. So what we require is this structure. So in that structure, how will you write the sentence? If we had plus V3. What is a V3? V3 form of have is had. If we had players like Ronaldo, if we had players like Ronaldo in our team, we would have qualified for the FIFA World Cup long ago. That should be the correct form. So the error is with the first one, hence your answer is option A. So you have condition 2 also. In condition 2, what is the structure of the sentence in condition 2? This is for condition 3. But condition 2, if plus simple past, that means subject plus V2 plus object followed by would plus V1. That means this sentence, if I have to write in condition 2, if we had players like Ronaldo, we would qualify for the FIFA World Cup long ago. But here this is not in condition 2, it expresses condition 3. So here we require to have that condition 3. I hope it is clear. Right guys, that's about today's quiz. I'll be seeing the next quiz. Till then, have a nice time.